On December 5, 2012, the U.S. Department of Education hosted its Family Engagement Capacity Building Roundtable at Flamboyan Foundation's partner school, DC Scholars Stanton. The event highlighted the exemplary work Stanton is doing in family engagement and the critical operational support provided by the Flamboyan Foundation. The highlight of the event were the stories that parents, teachers, and administrators shared about the powerful effect that family engagement has on students and school communities. The event was kicked off by Caroline John, the principal of DC Scholars Stanton. She set the stage as she described her initial efforts to address the deep needs of the school and surrounding community.
At the end of what we affectionately refer to as year zero, because we made so little progress, we were approached with an opportunity to partner with the Flamboyan Foundation. Thanks to our work with Scholar Academies and DCPS, we were able to become a pilot partner with the Flamboyan Foundation. They gave us very real and achievement-focused strategies to engage families. With the right people and the appropriate funding, we were able to launch 2 major family engagement initiatives: home visits and academic parent-teacher teams, or APTT. The impacts of family engagement were felt everywhere. You could feel them in the hallways, you could feel them in the interactions between staff and students, and you could feel them in the student achievement gains we made in 2011 and 12. Our reading scores doubled and our math scores tripled in a single year. Through family engagement, we believe that anything is possible, and we hope that you feel that way too.
Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, reflected on Ms. John's description of Stanton's story.
To get to where you are today from where you were is pretty extraordinary. We're trying to move from sort of feel-good parental engagement to results-driven parental engagement. And we're trying to move from these islands of excellence, these pockets of excellence, to systems of excellence.
After the Secretary's remarks, Dr. Karen Mapp introduced the Family Engagement Capacity Building Framework and outlined what had been missing in Stanton's Year Zero.
They had a strong leader. They had the professional capacity, so they had those teachers and other staff who were ready to go. They had strong instructional guidance. They were getting support from the district and from Scholar Academy on that instructional guidance. They were focused on the kids. The kids were the most important thing, and yet they didn't see the gains that they wanted. Something was missing. And what was missing was that last ingredient: parent and community ties.
Through Flamboyan Foundation's partnership with Stanton, teachers are given the tools they need to engage parents in ways that make a difference in students' lives. Teachers learn how to build trusting relationships and partner with families to improve student learning. Through home visits, teachers show families that they care. During home visits, teachers learn about families' hopes and dreams for their children, about children's interests, backgrounds, and prior experiences in school, all things that help them be better teachers. Once trusting relationships are in place, teachers have 4 academic parent-teacher team meetings a year with families to share information about what children are learning, their individual academic progress, and concrete strategies that parents can use to support their children's learning at home. The stories shared by parents and teachers gave attendees the opportunity to hear the extraordinary changes that occurred at Stanton.
How do we keep good teachers? Like, how do we do it? How do we make it so that teachers who are getting highly effective don't want to leave their jobs? And I think one of the biggest ways you do that is through family engagement. One of the biggest things that family engagement did for me is it really made me want to stay in teaching.
Our spirits were broken after that first year, and then Flamboyan came, as Ms. John spoke about, and we were willing to try anything. So if they said home visits and APTT, we were like, sure, anything. What family engagement brought to me this last year and a half is a love of my students in an entirely new way. I see my families as a partner in the work that I'm doing in the classroom.
hard to imagine that a school could be so broken and the culture could feel so hopeless, but it did. And when we put the family engagement practices in place and really started to drive those forward, we felt the school culture change.
And I think one of the things that family engagement has done for me is it's really made me understand that, like, all parents care, right?
The improvement that's been made is just night and day.
It just feels like we're a community and we work together and we're a team as one.
These powerful stories fueled the discussion that followed on the Department of Education's new family engagement capacity building framework and underscored the urgency for continuing this work. At Flamboyan Foundation, we are committed to our ongoing partnerships with the 20 traditional public and public charter schools we work with in the district. We look forward to the coming years as we partner with more schools to demonstrate how high-quality family engagement can be implemented to create lasting change.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
It's a good time to get to know you all.